Hi everyone, I just got my pre-order, my pre-order, and I thought I would share it with you as I go through all the things that we were able to order from OnStage. So it's a sneak peek of the upcoming catalog that comes out for customers in June. And demonstrators who went to the OnStage event were allowed to order just a selection of items from the catalog, kind of to get us ready. And all demonstrators are able to order from the new catalog starting in May, and then customers will be able to order in June. So I thought I would share some of these items, and if you're a demonstrator, you know what's coming, and members of my team can see what's coming, and also customers. So I wanted to go through them kind of suite by suite. And the first one is lovely. It's probably my favorite of the pre-orders, maybe. Not sure, but it might be. I thought it would get rid of, not get rid of, but replace Lovely as a Tree, which is my all-time longest owning stamp set, which I love, but it doesn't replace Lovely as a Tree, which is good because these are kind of smaller, and I love Lovely as a Tree. But look how beautiful this is. Look at this big, large tree. These leaves are so spectacular, and this little tree trunk rings, all kinds of different things, and I love the fonts on here. So this is a really great stamp set. It's a large stamp set, so it's 2 boxes. And then there's a package of twine that kind of goes with it. And it's got 4 colors: Blackberry Bliss, Mint, Soft Suede maybe, and probably, I don't know if it says, Grapefruit Grove. So that's cool. And then that's a new color. And these cute little leaf trinkets. And you get single leaves and then a little trio of leaves, and they come in brushed silver and copper, and you get 12 of each brushed silver and 12 of each in the copper. 24 altogether, 24 trinkets. And then I want to show you the paper. Oh, and the dies that cut out the trees. So you've got a die for just about every stamp except for the big tree ring. You even get this little sprig here, which is fun. Usually they don't do the real small, but they did. Every single thing here except the tree ring and the words gets cut out. And then you've got some additional leaves. This cuts out the outline of the stamped image, but then you can also do this kind of impression image too, on both of the sizes of the leaves. So you can just cut out just the stamp thing, or you can add this little detailed texture also on this one, and this one. So really, really beautiful die set. Now the paper is gorgeous. Look at that. Love those leaves. The background. Look at these. Just beautiful leaves. Oh, and I love this. Some little ferns. And here's the back. That looks like kind of a fun technique, like bleached or something. Really pretty. And here's the back. Oh, I just knocked you. Sorry about that. This one's like a wood image. Those are beautiful. And that nice stripe. So those are the papers, and that is called Nature's Poem. Beautiful paper collection. So another suite we were able to purchase from was a stained glass collection called Grateful Glass, and all I purchased from that one was the vellum right now to start, because there was so much to choose from. But it's a really pretty vellum paper 6x6 pack, and you've got all kinds of pretty patterns, and these would look beautiful colored in with markers or blends, different techniques. Look at these pretty patterns. And there is a stamp set and a die collection that goes with it. And some gems, I want to show you them. They're faceted buttons in very pretty kind of stained glass looking colors. See? If you remember our old faceted buttons that were clear, they're the same, but these are tinted. Very fun jewels. So those go together. And the next suite I want to show you is called Tranquil Textures, and it has this really fun sea life looking octopus, so cute. Some really nice background stamps. Have a wonderful adventure, you're one of a kind, thanks for reaching out. That's cute with the octopus. But I think the backgrounds on this are just beautiful, and it has a die. And I think they really knocked it out of the park with the dies on this. You get some sand dollars, a little school of fish for a background. It just kind of cuts out the fish, so you can do that on your background piece and then put another color behind, like some glimmer paper or a lighter shade of blue or something. You've got some seagrass, some coral, a net. That's really fun. And so it's a really fun piece for layering, and then of course the octopus. So that's a wonderful little die set, and the paper is really fun too. So look at this paper. You've got some waves, and then the other side has that new seafoam color. These dots are really fun. The back of that is the new blue. I think it's called, I don't know my colors yet. Really new pretty blue. I think it's called balmy blue. I'm trying to think. So then there's a pretty green. Dark, that's probably Tranquil Tide. Crumb cake, which is always a nice neutral to have. Another one. It's on the back of that. There. So the papers are really interesting, and they're not necessarily just for sea. This looks kind of grungy. You can do a lot with this background. So the backgrounds on this paper, they go with the sea life look, but they're also just really a beautiful background paper, and I can see a lot of masculine cards. Looks like a lot of painting technique look to them. Look at that. That's really fun. So the background papers here are just beautiful, and that's called Tranquil Textures. And then there's a couple more things that go with the Sea Life set. There's some sequin beads and some Night of Navy baker's twine. You know what baker's twine looks like, so I'm not going to look for that. But here's the little seed beads, kind of fun little ocean pearls and, you know, sand and sea colors. I'm going to pick those up later. So we got that. And then there's another suite called Delightfully Detailed, and here is the paper. It's beautiful. It's laser cut paper, and I bought several packs of this because you're going to want to get this. Getting it out is kind of difficult, so I'm going to save the cardboard and then put it back together later. But look at this giant piece. Now this can be cut down. There's a little bit of tissue in between the layers of paper. And you can cut this down and use it as a layering piece on your cards, or just put that as a beautiful background on a frame or a scrapbook page. Look at how beautiful that is. And there's 2 or 3 maybe? Let's see, how many of those? 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then this one is meant to cut as a card front. So you've got 6 card fronts, and you can use those as backgrounds. And then these strips that you can use on anything, a little addition, and then there's 4 sheets of this as well. So you've got 6 times the 4 for the backgrounds, and then all these little strips that you can cut down for scrapbooks or cards, and it's just lovely. Look at these little details. So that is an amazing laser cut paper collection that's meant to kind of go with this stamp set here that's called Detailed with Love. And it's got some really pretty little fonts and some little lace accents. Nice little oval that cuts out with one of our dies, and it fits in one of those laser cut paper ovals also. And then there's a punch that goes with this, and it's a little corner punch. And we've got a corner rounder, which is always useful. This is like a little ribbon hole, so you can punch a little hole to add a ribbon, a little slot, and it's a nice size fit. And then this is a nice little corner detail. I don't know if you can see it well in the light. Maybe I'll grab a scrap from my desk and punch that. So see, it adds a little detail corner to your project. Really fun little detail. So that is a fun bundle. So you save 10% if you get the bundle on that one. And there's another addition to that collection, which are these really pretty note cards. And they are watercolored, and they're really pretty with that lace paper, that laser cut paper on top of them. We made a card like that at the event where we put a piece of the lace paper right on top, and you've got a few different patterns. That one, very pretty. So you can add all kinds of detail on top of those. Those are really pretty. And then there's also this fun ribbon that goes with this detailed collection, and this ribbon is going to come in white or vanilla. We had the white. And then there's some new faceted dots. So they're like rhinestones but colored, and you can just poke them out. They're already adhesive backed and ready to go. So pretty. And then there's a collection of cards, memories and more cards that go with this. Now if you don't use memories and more cards, I think you should start because they have a lot of beautiful images, but also some little accents in here. And you can use these on a card. So maybe you're not a scrapbooker. These make great layering pieces on your cards. I don't think I'm going to open them and go through all of them right now. I'll just do the big ones. So, really pretty layering pieces. Oh, there's some more of those lacy ones. See, that comes in your pack. And you've got cards, but you've also got these little accent pieces that would be great on a card or a scrapbook. So don't think of them as just for scrapbooking. Think of them as accents for your cards too if you're not a scrapbooker. And then these, happy birthday, cut these down as backgrounds. They're double-sided, just got so many options. Really great layering pieces. Look at that, that would be great on a card. They're all so lovely. All right, I'm not gonna go through every single card. That would be like another video. Okay, another suite I want to show you is called the Share What You Love suite, and this is available to customers next month. So that's fun, and you can all get in on it. There's going to be 3 layers of product. So in one layer, one bundle collection, you're going to get the stamp set and then some very vanilla cardstock, some Grapefruit Grove stamp pad, and an Old Olive stamp pad. It's for the beginner who doesn't quite have a lot of product. So you've got 2 colors of stamp pads that come with this bundle, a clear black, some envelopes, and cardstock, and then the stamp set. And you're ready to go to make some cards. That's level 1. Then in level 2, step it up a little bit, it comes with 2 stamps, and the second one is amazing. Look at this stamp set, 143 stamps, and there's just a million of them. Look at that. And what I think is brilliant in this stamp set is you've got 2 sizes, so you've got capital and lowercase all together, plus these little so this is like a pretty flowy font, but then you can add another layer to it, add smaller words to go with it underneath in this plain lettering, and that looks really great. There's hand stamped by, from the desk of homemade by. It's got that little Stampin' Up copyright signal if you like to sell at craft shows and things like that. You need to have the little copyright Stampin' Up images on the back of your card, made with love. It's just beautiful, and it's got everything a card maker could need, plus a little flower. And then even down here, take a look at this if you can't see really quickly, there's a lot of double letters. You know, we use a TH together, so that's pretty. Double E's, double S's, double L's, so that it's just even easier to write so many things. It's just amazing. This is just an amazing stamp set. So you get 2 stamps in the a little more bundle, it's called, plus some very vanilla cardstock, plus the Groovy Guava. You get a cardstock pack with some colors that coordinate nicely. You get artisan pearls. Let me find those. Look at these beautiful little pearls, just adorable. Pearlized doilies. Oh, this ribbon, gorgeous, rich raspberry velvet ribbon, gorgeous. And then you get something called the Share What You Love embellishment kit. It comes in this beautiful box that is all set for gift giving. And you can decorate this and cover this little saying if you don't like that. It's talking about sharing creativity, although it's a beautiful box and I don't think it needs to be covered. And look what's inside. So you've got some beautiful laser cut tags, some twine, some cute little vintage roses in there, and some paper clips, and these pretty little tags. Just sweet little tags. But imagine this box, they intentionally made it card size, so you can use all the little elements in it and your new stamps and make a collection of cards and put it in this box and give it to someone. It's a beautiful box, and it's just smooth and nice, lovely. And then there's another bundle that takes all of this and more. So it gives you 2 stamp sets, but one more. It's called the Statement of My Heart. It's the Stampin' Up statement of our heart. It's something that all demonstrators know, and it's the same as on the box. So you get that as well, and that's added in free. So if you add up all the costs of the products, that's not something you're paying for. You get the artisan kit, but it's free if you add up all the costs of the product. The embellishment kit turns out to be free. This turns out to be free, and also some vanilla envelopes are included in that free. But you also get the ribbon, the Groovy Guava, the cardstock pack that has 4 colors. But then added onto that is this beautiful cardstock pack, and it's a bigger pack. You get 24 papers instead of 12. They're heavier weight, and look at how pretty that is. It's like a hand painted. I'm gonna have to go through this one. It's just so pretty. So you've got the dots, and you know how in a normal pack you get 2 of every sheet. In this pack you get 4 of every pattern. So there's the back, and see the shimmer on those flowers? And then look at these. These are so adorable. These cute little flowers. And then on the back, that beautiful stripe that's on the back of the box. I love this. Look at this background. I don't think the picture of the paper does it justice. When you see it, you're going to love it. Look at these pretty little bunches, and they have a shimmer. You can't quite see that shimmer in the picture either. Look at these leaves. Those are super fun. And on the back is the other pattern from the box. These little words are beautiful. And on the back, bigger flowers, lovely. Here's a cute little pattern. And on the back, this. Now I happen to really love this. These are my colors. They discontinued Island Indigo. I love the greenish blues, and I think this is Tranquil Tide, but it has that Island Indigo and Not Quite Navy that were my favorites. And I love this paper right there. That's my favorite at the end. And on a big bang. Also part of the Gotta Have It All bundle is an embossing folder called Lovely Floral Dynamic Textures. That means it's even deeper impression. Dynamic textures. It's really thick and heavy and lovely. So that's in the Gotta Have It All bundle. I know there's a lot of info here, so it'll all be up on my blog, bethspapercuts.com. Something else that customers are going to be able to order in May is the new ink colors. Look at the new ink pads. There's a whole video on the colors, so look at that. That video is separate. And then I have some other little fun things to share from the new catalog. They're kind of individual things here. My box is just so full. Look at this fun stamp. It's a beautiful little set of vases. This one was designed with $1 Million Sales Achiever Mary Fish. Some of you, I'm sure all of you, are familiar with Mary Fish. So it has a punch, vase builder punch. How fun. And so you've got all these little vases and these little flowers, and it's this cute little vase builder punch, and it just kind of says Mary Fish to me. There used to be another vase set that she always made some really beautiful cards with, so I kind of think maybe she was thinking of that one. Anyway, that is a great bundle. So if you buy the 2 together, you get the 10% off. Everybody's going to want to do that. I really enjoy this one. It's called Enjoy Life. I really do like it. And this is also from another $1 Million Sales Achiever. And she made this with her children kind of in mind. She has a daughter and a son. Her son passed away, avid bicyclist. And she told a beautiful story about this stamp set at the OnStage in Milwaukee that I was at. So I just think this is, I loved it anyway, but then once she told the story, I was like, oh, I love it even more. Wake up, kick butt, repeat. Anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful stamp set. Ooh, this was the other one that I was thinking might be my favorite from the pre-orders. It's called Lily Pad Lake, and it has a die. So you've got this heron. I think it's a heron, I don't know, or an egret. I live in Illinois, and we have these beautiful white egrets, and that's what I've decided that it is, but maybe it's a heron. Not sure. Some really fun boats, little lily pads. My mother has these outside her house, and some really pretty fonts, and the dies. So these labels fit the fonts. There's all kinds of pretty things to cut out here, and this one is interesting. This one makes like cut out waves, or you can use it for so many things. So I'm going to be making cards with all of these things in the upcoming weeks and months so that I can get ready for the new catalog launch, and you'll be able to see some samples with all of those coming up. I'm going to do them kind of suite by suite. So this is just kind of a quick overview. It's not so quick, is it? It's kind of been going on. This is called the Lined Alphabet, and this one needs a sample to show you what it does, because it's just amazing. First off, you got the stamp. So if you just need an alphabet, if you're a scrapbooker and you want a great alphabet, this is a great alphabet. Can you imagine some watercoloring techniques you can do with these outlines? So that's really fun. I like this alphabet a lot because I am a scrapbooker, but also the dies on this are interesting. They kind of need a card to show you what I'm talking about. So they cut out all the letters, and there's a lot of them. I think there's 34 dies. See, all the alphabet letters, but then and some symbols, but then there's this kind of main little bracket, and you drop your letters into them. All right, I haven't opened this yet. You're going to drop your letters into, it's got a top and bottom. They made the grooves. They were smart. See, they've got a straight one here and a round one there so that you can drop them in the correct way. No upside downs. And you're going to cut them out. I'm going to have to make a card with this. They're very cool, but it's hard to explain. It makes this cascade of color, and it's just really fun. So that is going to be a video all by itself coming up. We were at OnStage, and Tanner Morris is one of the Stampin' Up! Employees, did a really fun card with it and a fun presentation, and it was great. So I'm going to try and recreate that. This is a hostess set called Hand Delivered, and I think it's really fun. You can't see the person's face or body. You just get like her skirt and legs, and then she's either holding a big bunch of balloons, or she's holding a bunch of books, or she's holding a giant cake or a big sign, and it's really fun. I think this is a really fun stamp set. This one is cute. Little bulldog. My sister used to have a little guy like that. I love the squirrel and a pretty park bench, but the die on this one has a second option for a park bench. Look, it's got kind of a traditional park bench. It's got some hearts. I love that they gave us 3 hearts instead of just 1. They've been doing that a lot lately, kind of giving extra dies because they know you're going to want more than 1, and that way you don't have to keep cranking so many by itself. You can do them all at once. And then, you know, you've got your floral, your dog, and this is a texture impression only. It doesn't cut out, so it's got this little cobblestone texture that you can have kind of underneath your plant or underneath your bench. Really cute, like flagstone. I think I'm at the end of my box. Everything else is kind of repeats because I did buy all the in-color paper, but I already did a video on that. I won some things at OnStage. I was super happy to get this one. If you remember Gorgeous Grunge, it was a nice background stamp. This is kind of a new one, Artisan Textures, and I won this, and I love it. So I'm really happy with this. This has got my name all over it. This is really a fun stamp set. There's a die that matches this too. We didn't get the die, but everybody got this for attending. It was like an all giveaway. Pennants. And the letters fit inside the pennants, and it's really fun. Oh, I ended up winning this too, but I ordered one. So now I have an extra one of these, so that'll have to be like a customer giveaway or something coming up. So look out for that, because I have 2 of those. And then everybody got this one too, called Animal Outing, and I think it's really fun. I love this little tiny koala bear inside a kangaroo. Kind of quirky, but really fun. And this little frog on a branch. I like the sketchy look to it, kind of shading. Really cute. Welcome little ones. This would be great for a baby card and for so many reasons. I love this stamp set too. So these are some things I got when I went to the event, as well as a really fun light box. I'll have to show you that too in another video. So that's my sneak peek. I hope you found some things that you can't wait to get. Check out my new color collection video that was also part of the sneak peek. And like I said, I'm going to be making cards and projects with all of these things in the upcoming days and weeks ahead. So I hope you check back again and see these suites with some actual products. Thanks for watching. Bye. Any questions, please feel free to contact me. I'm on Facebook and as Beth's Paper Cuts. And contact me there. I love to chat about all things Stampy. Or my blog is also Beth's Paper Cuts. Thanks for watching. Bye.